Hi there, good morning, and welcome to a productive time to get ready for summer day in the life. As I'm filming this video, today is my kids' last day of school. Tomorrow my son has a half day, but my daughter will be home. So as I think about preparing for the summertime, I want to get the house ready. I want to get a few things organized. And to be honest with you, I just want to get things in the best position that I possibly can, knowing that everybody will be home abundantly more, which I am so excited and ready for. I'm ready for the slower mornings and not rushing out the door to catch the bus. I'm ready to take things down a notch. I mentioned that in a video that I filmed 2 weeks ago. I will put that for you up here in the cards, my June reset. So I feel like we did a really good job resetting the space for June, but I have ordered a few organization things for under the kitchen sink, under my bathroom sink. I also want to wipe down our outdoor patio furniture. I have a beautiful and delicious summer gut healing spritzer tonic that I will be including in today's video. So we have a ton of cleaning and refreshing to do today before the beautiful summer season begins. Okay, so I ordered this stuff a few weeks ago, and now I'm trying to remember what I ordered for under the bathroom versus what I ordered for down here. But I did have an under the sink organization when we first moved in. It's from the Container Store, and to be honest with you, after a few months I was like, this just isn't working, so I kind of got rid of it and had just been using like a bin. So there's really no organization system under there now. So I feel like this one is for down here. I'm pretty certain. Okay, so things aren't fitting exactly the way I had hoped because we have a pretty intricate water system in our house. I think I've covered this in a video 2 summers ago. I will look and I will put it up here in the cards. I'm almost certain that I have covered our water filtration system, and I've seen this question asked, I think, within the last few weeks. So I will link that up in the cards, but we have hydrogen water here, just solely hydrogen water to drink, and then our whole house is RO infused hydrogen. And then on the prep sink here in the island, we have ozone water. And all of those have tanks and cords and pipes under them, and then likewise they go down into the basement. So there's like a lot of stuff happening in here. I always say there's 3 things that really matter to me, and that's clean food, clean air, and clean water. And so the water system is cumbersome, but obviously a necessity. Also, from one of those moving videos where I think I talked about the water system, I also talked about these drawer liners, and this was years ago, so like over 2 years ago. I talked about these drawer liners. They are from IKEA, and because of this water system, I can't quite use a full one, so I have a few that are cut up that I'm going to lay down here underneath the sink, and we're gonna kind of make it work. The good news is I think we've got a really good start. I also just don't know if I can fit any more actual systems under here, but the ones we have under, we're gonna stock and fill up, and I think it's gonna be much better than it was. But this is definitely reminiscent of 2 years ago when I had bought an entire system from the Container Store. I purchased it, I put it in, and it just didn't fit the space. There was too much of it. And I learned my lesson from that. So I did less this time. I might get one of those like caddies that spin for big bottles. That would be the only other order. But I bought like tons and tons of the Home Edit drawers last time, and they were sideways. I just couldn't get it to fit together the way it was supposed to. So it wasn't the fault of that product. It was just the fact that we have all of these tubes. We have like a hydration tank that's feeding into the hydrogen water. There's a lot happening under here, so I have to work with what we've got. Oh wow, that worked really, really well. Just 1 drop of the lemon essential oil and it came right off. Okay, so we're upstairs in the master bathroom. This is my side of the bathroom. I can flip you guys around. And that is Kaya's side. So we're directly across from each other, which is always nice, like having your own vanity. I'm always very, very grateful for that. But underneath my side of the sink, it's organized-ish. You guys have seen my acrylic like makeup case, that's organized, but the rest of like my nail polishes, my toiletries, I have most of that here in the linen closet, and then just like my few favorite whites. I have like 17 different shades of like white / light pink Dazzle Dry. It's a problem. It's like the neutral clothes. I like a certain vibe, okay? And as you could see from underneath the kitchen sink, when I say that we are minimal, we are not minimalist, but when I say we are minimal, I genuinely mean that. Like you see, we don't have a million different products, and I have to do that for like my peace and my sanity and my anxiety. If I have things running over, which there are seasons, I felt like that after the kids' birthdays and after Easter, and it was such a busy season with like sports and dance, I was like, I want to throw everything away in our house. I start to feel panicky if things pile up. But it's funny because then I go into like my best girlfriend's house and there's like olive oil and salt on her counter. And to me, it feels cozy and homey seeing all of that stuff, like her KitchenAid mixer out on her countertop. It feels cozy and inviting, but in my home, in my space, it makes me feel like I can't breathe. So I know people often will be like, oh my gosh, you must think everybody else's house is a mess. That is not true. Honestly, I think it looks beautiful and inviting and cozy. It's something about living in it, and in my home, it gives me pretty intense anxiety. So I have to keep things minimal. Again, I don't consider myself a minimalist. I just have to keep things minimal because that way it's less for my brain to process. I can move through things really quickly and I don't have to make a bunch of decisions because to me, less is more. So I used two things downstairs, as you saw, to organize. One is way too high. It needs to go back. I probably should have like gotten out a ruler or a measuring tape before I ordered on Amazon, but I didn't. So one thing definitely has to go back. So I think we have one, maybe two storage containers that we're gonna use here in the bathroom underneath my vanity. And if only one works, that's totally fine because it will be better than what I have currently. Okay, so these are the two pieces I think are probably going to work best, hopefully, but we will see because I do have my large acrylic makeup case that I also keep under, so that could also use a really good cleaning, to be quite honest with you. But I feel like actually those three might fit perfectly if we don't have any issues with the plumbing under here. Going through all of the kids' artwork and paperwork that has come home at the end of the year, which I feel like there's so much of it. Every day they've been cleaning out their desk and more things have been coming home. But there are obviously like artwork pieces that I want to save that are so sweet. I have a hard time throwing away artwork. Anything that involves a hand, I will always save. But then there's a few different packets that have come home with Ronan, like cursive writing, which he's really excited about. And he's in second going into third grade. And so they're just starting to learn cursive a little bit. So a few of these things I can see there's like multiple pages that he hasn't finished filling out because it's like the last week of school and they're just introducing cursive. So I want to save this as part of their summer learning. Now, I'm not somebody who's extremely strict when it comes to school. I feel like when they come home, they need to just chill out and not do a ton of homework, given they're quite little. But even growing up, like I didn't love the fact of like having to come home from school and do a ton more work. I'm always hopeful that they can get in as much during the day as possible, but I fully recognize that's hard to do. So I like to save just a few things during the summertime. I feel like this cursive will be really good. Then there's like a math packet that he started that he can finish, a writing packet, and it looks like a science packet. So I am going to be saving those. There's also a journal that he's been writing in, which is like so sweet every single day. I think they would spend maybe like 5 minutes writing in their journal, and I will keep this journal forever. The things that he wrote that were important to him throughout the year will be memories I have forever. And then Sawyer has some of her work that came home, like tracing her name and then some of her different artwork. And with that being said, I did buy them like these summer bridge activity books, which I've seen over the years, some of my friends include them in their teachers. So I'm like, they must be pretty good. So it's just 15 minutes a day, second going into third grade, and then pre-K going into kindergarten. So it's about 15 minutes per day. I figure between that and like 10 to 15 minutes of reading each day, we'll be in a good spot. They do go to camp 3 days during the week. So from like 9 until 3, it's like school hours. It's nothing that extensive and it's not a ton of academics, but it is sprinkled in there. So between the summer bridge books, a little bit of reading, I wanted to create for them like a little sticker chart essentially of things that I want them to accomplish during the day. And I'm just doing that in Canva, and I feel like that's a really great way for us to kind of keep things fresh. It's very easy for me in the summertime to forget about all academics because we're going to the park, we're going to the pool, we're doing all of the exploration that we don't have time to do during the school year. The school year felt so packed. So in the summertime, it's easy for me to kind of forget about all of those things and just have fun. And I feel like I need to have a bit more of a balance between both. So I'm going to make them just like a quick like sticker chart. And if they fill up all of their boxes, then we'll buy them something special at the end of the week. And I can increase and change as time goes on. But for the first week after school ends, I'm going to make it a little bit easy for us to just ease our way into the summer. Not a ton of things that they have on their schedule. But if I find that it's easy for us to fill up these different boxes, I can increase it as the weeks go on during the summer. Okay, so before I get dinner started, we are going to be making a watermelon mint spritzer. This one is so delicious, so refreshing. The absolute perfect spritzer for summer. It's not the most summer day right now, but seeing how we're preparing our home and preparing our schedule for summer, this one had to be included. We have been loving all things watermelon lately. So this one's super simple. We're just going to be adding in minerals, mint, some fresh lime juice, and then of course a little bit of sparkling water. Muddle all of that together with our watermelon and the mint. Yum, yum, yum. You guys will absolutely love this one. The aloe juice to me is extremely refreshing. It's also unbelievably healing for our digestive system, which is why I like to enjoy this one as I'm about to start cooking dinner, because then I'm really just priming my digestive system. I'm getting in all of my minerals, as you saw from our mineral drops. I'm just priming everything, and I'm also hydrating myself in a really deep, nourishing way. So I, of course, will have the recipe for you guys in the description box down below. I hope you've been loving the Spritzer tonics as much as I have loved making them. I hope that this one will be your drink for the next few weeks until I, of course, post a new video with more recipes. But yum, this one is delicious. I'm going to kind of clean up the kitchen a little bit and then get dinner started. I shared this in my spring what I eat in a day, but it is my turkey Thai basil fried rice. However, I don't have rice made, so we're going to be making it with quinoa. And then we also like to eat this inside of like a Napa cabbage leaf. And the best things about these recipes is you can really make it work for you. If you're somebody who doesn't eat rice, this recipe tastes delicious with the quinoa. I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. I'm ready for summer. I feel it. I'm feeling ready for summer. The sun has even decided to peek out here 35 minutes before bedtime, but I'm ready for the sunshine. I'm ready for the long days, of course, the beautiful warm weather. And I hope that you feel inspired and motivated to get your home ready for summer after watching today's video. And if you liked today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click. That way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here next Thursday.